content presented is for entertainment purposes only. Some content may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, hello.
What's up?
Oh, did I miss the microphones?
Did you miss what? What are you talking about?
How come I can't hear them in our headphones?
I can hear it. Is yours
plugged in?
Well, this is going to be awkward. Please excuse us, ladies and gentlemen. We're having technical difficulties.
All right, let me try plugging in over here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Why?
Can you still not hear?
I promise.
Wow.
Move, dog. Move.
Move.
Let me figure out why I can't hear anything.
Okay. Well,
Oh, there we go. The headphones were not plugged in all the way.
Well, that will probably do it for you. So.
Wah, wah.
Are you sure this is episode 16?
Yes, because the original episode 16 didn't work.
Oh.
Because of the audio?
Yeah.
And so I uploaded one of our pre-recordings, but nobody saw it. So I just went ahead and took it down. I was just like, well, we'll just redo number 16. Who cares?
This is very awkward. Excuse me. Please excuse me.
Please excuse me. There's a dog on my lap.
There is a dog on my lap.
There is a dog on your lap.
How you doing, puppers?
How you doing, Boomer? You having a good day, buddy? He looks like he's having an amazing day getting his butt rubbed. And who doesn't like their butt rubbed?
If you're not watching the video, I've got a puppy on my lap.
Yes. Hey, and I figured something else out too.
Did you?
I did. So I can switch over here, so people can actually see what I'm looking at on the website, which is kind of cool. That's new. I'm struggling to get to the other screen though. Hey, there we go. So I can actually pop this open. Oh, check this out, by the way. You know The Weeknd, right?
Yes.
And
are you? Just kidding. Keep going.
Surgery. Please forgive me if I misspelled that. So check it out. Look who got plastic surgery.
Oh, that's an old picture, my guy.
That's an old picture? Are you freaking kidding me? How old is it?
It's an old picture and it's fake.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. Because go to the... Okay, so... I don't know if everybody...
So he's trolling?
Yeah, he's trolling.
Oh, I thought it was totally real.
Can people see this?
Yeah, people can see.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so... At least I'm pretty sure it's fake. So go to on the left, the one in the middle. No, on the left side. Down. Yep, that one. So he had posted that one on his Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, what the fuck? Everybody was freaking out because I think I had one friend tell me, he was like, oh yeah, he looks like the sexy Squidward.
Sexy Squidward. How dare you, SpongeBob?
But no, it's not real.
So he totally faked it out and
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
unless the other,
I didn't see
the other one. I didn't see the other one that you were on where he's on the stage, but
well, he did it for the music video.
Okay, whatever. But it's that's not there. That's not a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I totally thought it was a thing.
It's not a thing.
He got me.
I mean,
so he got me.
I thought it was
all good.
I thought that it was too, just because I was working and everybody at the school that I was working at was talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, did you see that picture of The Weeknd?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And then halfway through my shift, that was the only picture that I was seeing the rest of the night.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "Oh my god! Why?" And we all thought that it was legit, and then eventually it came out. It was like, nope. I was like, all right, well, been pranked. Mandalorian pictures.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm on the episode where he goes to the planet Typhon, and he meets, or not Typhon, the other planet where he meets Ahsoka.
Oh, and where he meets Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Oh, that is such a good episode.
So badass. So I need to know who. I gotta IMDb this because I need to know who plays that character because I think I know
Ahsoka?
who it is.
I forgot. Rosario Dawson or whatever.
I don't know.
I forgot how to say her
sure
name.
It's the girl that's played. She was the female role in Clerks 2, and she also was the female lead role in not the Punisher. Why didn't I think in the Punisher?
She was
Daredevil. She was in the Daredevil series.
Yes, yeah,
she was the same girl.
She was the doctor in the Daredevil series.
Yeah, Doctor. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, been a while since I've seen that show, but anyways, I freaking love the Punisher, that series. Such a good show. But yeah, so are you aware of like who Ahsoka is and like her whole story?
No, I have no idea what her story arc is. This is the first time I've ever seen that character, and I'm just like, I want to know more.
I know what I'm going to talk to you about tonight.
Hell yeah.
It is time for me to spill the lore of Ahsoka.
Where's the full cast?
To Jacob.
I'm excited. Ahsoka.
Let me see if I can pull up a bio.
It starts with an A, right? Ahsoka?
Yeah, like I think it's Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka Tano?
Yep, Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson.
Yeah. Oh, that's
her.
I said her name right. I didn't think that it was.
High five from afar.
Yep. Nice. Love it.
You, sir,
love it.
Are amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought that was her name. I was hoping that I was saying it right and that I wasn't butchering it. So
she is such a good actress. Like I
she's
seriously fell in love with
wonderful.
her since Clerks 2.
Yeah,
I was like,
she's
this
wonderful.
chick's going places. She really is.
See, so Ahsoka Tano is also getting her own Disney Plus series.
Really?
With Rosario Dawson.
Oh,
like leading the show.
Nice.
So she will be getting her own show.
Very cool.
Okay, so Wikipedia. Okay, let's see if Wikipedia is.
Did you just say Wikipedia?
That's what it is.
How
Star
dare
Wars.
you, sir?
No, it's the Star Wars.
How dare you?
It's the Star Wars fandom of Wikipedia. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready for this lore?
I'm about as ready as I'm ever gonna be.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna read from the Star Wars fandom Wikipedia, as that is what it's called. Okay, Ahsoka Tano was a Force-sensitive Togruta female former Jedi Padawan who, after the Clone Wars, helped establish a network of various rebel cells against the Galactic Empire. Tano was discovered on her homeworld of Shili by Jedi Master Plo Koon. You remember him?
Nope.
Okay, well, he's in Revenge of the Sith. Very briefly. Who brought her to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant to receive Jedi training. Following the outbreak of the Clone Wars, Jedi Grand Master Yoda assigned young Tano to be the Padawan learner of Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker.
Huh.
Who nicknamed her Snips when she joined him at the Battle of Christophsis. I think that's how you say it. Whereas Tano was eager to prove herself, Skywalker had a reputation for recklessness, and they had a rather difficult start as master and apprentice. Yet they worked together to rescue Rada, the son of crime lord Jabba I'm not saying that name. And returned Rada to his father, thus facilitating a crucial alliance between the Hutt clan and the Galactic Republic.
Huh.
Okay, so in short, Ahsoka Tano was like the Padawan learner of Anakin Skywalker between Episode 2 and Episode 3.
Okay.
So while Anakin was still a Jedi Knight, Ahsoka was learning the ways of the Jedi under the leadership of Anakin.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Which is interesting because in the prequels, he never became a Jedi Knight.
No, he became a Jedi Knight. But that
But he never became a master.
He never became a master.
That's what I'm thinking of. He never became a master.
Yeah, but I don't know how it all worked exactly, but like Ahsoka was his student. So
cool.
So yeah.
She's not Twi'lek, is she? She's a different species, right?
I don't know the whole species, honestly. I really don't know. She's what's her name? Shakti. Jedi
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well.
Shakti.
So audio.
Sorry,
audio and video is good. I just wanted to double check because
Okay.
I'm so paranoid from.
Can you hear yourself now?
In my headphones? Yeah. I had
okay, cool.
I just didn't plug it in all the way. It's like I got it in there, but I didn't get it in there. You know what I mean?
Said. Sorry, I declare bankruptcy.
I declare bankruptcy.
But yeah, no, she was Anakin's student, and if you watch like the Clone Wars series, you see their relationship develop. You see them grow. You grow very attached to Ahsoka.
So this is in the Clone Wars TV series.
Yeah, on the one that's on Disney Plus.
Okay, I gotta watch it now because I'm in love with her.
The final
not in love with her, but you know what I mean.
She's great. She's great.
Awesome.
So no, she's a great character. She's awesome. But in like the final season of the Clone Wars, you see the unraveling of Order 66, but you see it all take place from her perspective.
What's Order 66? Is that Empire?
That's when the Great Purge happened, when the clones wiped out the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you see that whole thing happen. You see it all take place from her perspective.
Oh, okay.
So, which is wild because there's a whole Darth Maul storyline to it. Like,
oh, I didn't realize they had a Darth Maul story. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it now. Watch it now.
I can give you you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch the entire series because it's like. It's an anthology series, so it's not all in order, and you can kind of just jump around from arc to arc.
Oh, okay. But I can like it follows after episode 1 or after season 1 is season 2 is season 3.
Chronologically, the first episode is like in season 2 sometime.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But
I kind of like that when they start somewhere else and they kind of come back to it later on. It's always kind of cool.
It's basically just like it's just Star Wars stories like that happened in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And like you understand like kind of like what I was saying last week, how Anakin Skywalker in the prequel series, like he's a little bit of a brat. Like he is such a whiner. Oh. But in the Clone Wars series,
everybody hated the character that was portrayed in I really think the prequels could have been really, really good, but I think they really needed somebody that was really good at storytelling through the characters.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like just, well, say your lines, but say it more with more emotion. And it's
the execution and the way that the stories were laid out were not.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite.
But no, like in the Clone Wars TV series, Anakin is easily like one of the most loved characters. And like I was saying before, like as you watch the show, like you grow like really, really attached to Anakin, and it actually breaks your heart a little bit to find out that he turns into a monster.
Yeah.
Like he's a real goddamn hero. Sorry. But like he's a real hero, and you're rooting for him for the majority of the show. It's awesome.
Oh man. So this is the Clone Wars series. Okay.
Yeah.
So then after I finish The Mandalorian, I'll watch that by myself here and there and just kind of churn through it.
Yeah. Like
but I want to finish The Mandalorian.
Okay, so that means you also saw the episode where the Night Owls came in. That would be
the Night Owls.
So the Night Owls are like the team of Mandalorians.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the short red hair.
Yeah, the girl that played Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica.
Okay, so here's the other thing. So that character, her sister, was like royalty on Mandalore. Like that family was royal.
Really?
And so
do we learn this later on, or
no?
You're spoiling it for me.
No, you learn this in this is in Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
So and it's not a spoiler because it's lore. But
okay.
So Bo-Katan, the girl. So her sister, who was one of the leaders, she had a relationship with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or like, kind of. They had a thing.
They had a fling.
They had a thing.
A thing. Okay. We can't call it a fling, just a thing.
The feelings were there, and
Okay.
they talk about it in the Clone Wars series.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah. It's
I'm
crazy.
excited.
It's crazy.
I'm excited now. Like
there is so much lore that the Mandalorian series has not told yet, and that like the movies don't even talk about. Like, but if you watch the shows, like the Clone Wars show, like, oh my god.
I feel like season 2 is like season 1, but like upgraded a bit. Like I noticed that there was not a lot more, but the action scenes and stuff like that were a lot better. Oh my gosh, by the way, the CGI is beautiful. Like it's like you're watching really a film. Like you're watching a movie. Like that's how good the CGI is.
It's top-notch quality.
Yeah.
So
like visually, and I mean the storytelling is just a titch quicker. But it's like I feel like they're introducing all these more characters in season 2. So I don't know. Is season 3 going to be like, okay, now you know all the characters in our story arc here. Now we can really tell the story.
I really do think that season 3 is going to be talking a lot more about like the lore behind
Moff Gideon and
like Mandalore
and what's going on there. Is
yeah,
Ahsoka?
You'll have to get caught up.
Do you think Ahsoka is going to be like a greater character in the next season, or is this just kind of like an introduction and maybe we'll see her?
I think this is like a way to let people know who haven't seen Clone Wars, like this is Ahsoka Tano. She is going to be getting her own series because she's a loved character.
Okay.
And so at the very end when she like is questioning that one, like after she fights that one, I don't know exactly who she was, but after like she wins that fight and she like gets all up in that chick's face and she's like, where is this person?
Yeah.
Like, so she says Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah. Who's that?
Okay. Grand Admiral Thrawn is like the main bad guy in the Star Wars Rebels series.
Okay. So now I'm really confused. Is Mandalorian just like a precursor to all of these spin-off shows?
No, it's something to. I feel like Mandalorian is a way to like kind of tie things together a little bit, to tie the shows to the movies a little bit easier.
Okay.
But anyway, Star Wars Rebels is like it takes place like a few years before A New Hope. Ahsoka's in that one too. Darth Maul is also in it.
I'm excited to hear more about Darth Maul because he had zero story in like episode 1.
So at the end of Star Wars Rebels, Grand Admiral Thrawn, the main bad guy, like he disappears at the end.
Okay.
And the thing is, like going back and looking at it, Grand Admiral Thrawn was such a huge character and he was such a badass in the Galactic Empire that if he was still around, the Rebels probably wouldn't have won the war against Palpatine. They probably he was that good of a leader. So yeah,
interesting. We'll have to see what comes out. It was nice seeing Cara Dune again.
Yeah, kind of sucks she's not in the Mandalorian anymore. Like they kicked her out. So
do you think they're going to bring her back?
No, Disney fired her.
And I heard that. I thought they brought her back.
Let me look.
Let's double check on that because
I got more lore about Ahsoka. I got more lore about Ahsoka in a second here. It has to do with her lightsabers.
Well, I love Rosario, so I think that casting is going to be really good because she's just a great actress. Like overall, like she really takes on any character, even if it's not so much in the limelight.
Yeah,
she's great.
So notice her lightsabers, like the color of her lightsabers.
Yeah, they're white.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, so.
What do the colors mean? Like, do they indicate anything interesting?
Yeah, the colors do indicate more. So, hello. So,
boomer.
When a lightsaber is blue, that's like kind of to indicate that Jedi is someone that's more intact with like their fighting skills. like their skills with the lightsaber are like more intensified. But if their lightsaber is green, their skills in the Force are a lot higher. And
Okay.
use of the Force. I don't.
I thought it was going to be like, and if you have a purple lightsaber, then you're level 4. Like it's like kind of like, you know, the belts in karate.
Okay, let me get to the purple thing.
Okay.
So going to the red lightsaber, if the lightsaber is red, that means that that the crystal that is in that lightsaber belonged to a Jedi, and that Jedi was killed by whoever took the crystal.
Really?
And that crystal,
interesting.
and there is no such thing as a red kyber crystal. The kyber crystal is like, when it turns red, that means it's been corrupted by the dark side of the Force.
Interesting.
So that's why that's why lightsabers are red.
Okay.
Now the whole purple thing, the reason why
because Samuel L. Jackson liked purple.
Yeah, so he wanted purple.
Okay.
But also looking at like the story and kind of looking at like the ways that he would fight, if like someone with a purple lightsaber like is also a little bit like they tap into the dark side a little bit in order to like reinforce their fighting skills with a lightsaber.
Oh, interesting.
So to be completely honest with y'all, none of this lore was a thing. This was like made up by the fandom.
Much later. Yeah,
it was made up much later.
Probably in the books, I bet.
Yeah,
but the many book series that have been spinned off.
Yeah,
like,
George Lucas himself like said, oh well, like blue and green is for the good guys and red is for the bad guys. It's just the way that it works. And then Samuel L. Jackson was just like, well, what about purple? And George Lucas was like, oh yeah,
sure, you can do purple. I think that's a nice hat nod. Be like, absolutely,
yeah,
Mr.
but yeah, all that,
Mr. Samuel,
all the lore
you can have a
behind
purple lightsaber.
But here's the thing with a white lightsaber. So the reason why Ahsoka's are white, so Ahsoka actually walked away from the Order because, like, kind of towards the end, like when it got closer to the whole story behind Revenge of the Sith, she was she was accused for something that she didn't do, and she became like a fugitive. And eventually was able to prove herself. She was able to prove her innocence. But like the hypocrisy behind the Jedi Order and just like the amount of bullshit that she had to put up with the Jedi, she was like this is not like the Jedi are not what you taught me they actually were. And that's what led her to just walk away from it.
Really?
So, yeah.
Interesting.
So, in my opinion, sorry, Star Wars nerd over here.
In your humble opinion.
In my opinion,
humble opinion,
Ahsoka is like the perfect example of what a Jedi really should be. Because she's like, the Force doesn't belong to anybody. Like, it's there. Like, she's very nomadic and like peaceful, exactly how a Jedi should be.
Okay.
But the Order, before it was wiped out, like,
it was very systematic.
It was
it
was way too structured. It was like they weren't. She said it herself, and like in the Clone Wars, like, we're not peacekeepers, we're soldiers. Like, we're fighting wars here.
Yeah.
Like that's not what the Jedi should be doing. We're here to keep the peace.
Yeah.
We're not here to be soldiers. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Star Wars is so cool.
One of my favorite Star Wars characters to ever exist.
Well, I am excited to learn more about her.
Yeah, she's great. Watch the Clone Wars series and Rebels if you ever get the chance to. So.
Okay. Well, I'll start diving into that. I'll have to do it by myself though because Rianne does not like to watch cartoons, so in any form. So, which kind of sucks. There's just a lot of great series, much like Masters of the Universe, aka Tila and the Masters of the Universe. No, it was yeah. So I'm excited to dive into that and learn more about that. It should be good. It should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited for all of it. Such a good show. So that's the episode that you just watched?
Yeah, so that's the one I just finished. And
Okay. So you're still like kind of early in?
so the one that I just started, Mando and what's his name now?
Grogu.
Grogu.
I'm not sure.
No more
Baby Yoda.
So sad.
I'm not sure how I feel about the name Grogu.
Yeah, I mean, you had to call him something, so I mean, it probably doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Or if they just called him Yoder, that would have been kind of interesting.
Yada.
Instead of Yoda.
Yada.
Yeah, I mean,
Yoda.
how do you? I mean, let's be honest. That's like surmounting quite a big task to come up with a name that would be along with that race that isn't Yoda and would be awesome.
Oh, you know what I really liked is like in that episode when Ahsoka started talking about Yoda, like they started playing his theme song. Did you notice that?
I did not notice that.
So go back and rewatch it. Like when she starts bringing up Master Yoda, like they start playing his theme song.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
it's
need
crazy.
to go back and watch it. I feel like I'm a failure as a Star Wars fan. But what do? You can't remember everything. I mean, come on.
I'm a nerd when it comes to Star Wars.
I'm a nerd.
I'm a nerd.
You nerd.
You nerd.
You nerd.
You nerd.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying The Mandalorian now. Season 2 has definitely kicked it up a notch for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss seeing Cara Dune though.
What do you think about that hint at Boba Fett?
What? Did I even watch the same episode? What is happening right now?
Are you kidding me? Do you remember the very first episode of season 2? The Marshal walks in wearing Mandalorian armor.
Oh yes.
You know whose armor that was, right?
That wasn't Boba Fett's armor, was it?
That was Boba Fett's armor.
No.
You remember the bald guy that showed up at the very end of the episode?
Yeah. What was up with that?
Okay, but did you recognize the actor?
Yeah, he's the guy that played Jango Fett in the the prequels.
Are you putting it together yet?
No.
That was Boba Fett. The bald dude at the end of that episode.
Yeah, but was he actually like he decided not to be like a hunter anymore? And he gave him his armor, or I'm not putting two and two together here. Because it showed the character who played Jango Fett. So I don't know. I'm not they're gonna have to show more than that for me. That doesn't tell me anything except for that Jango Fett may return at some point.
It's not Jango Fett.
Okay.
But just keep watching.
Of course. Well, now I'm invested in it. Like I have to actually finish it now, which is awesome. Cuz I legit I've started the first season several times and just could not get into it. And so
oh, jeez.
Yeah. But I really got into Okay, I'm not gonna talk about Gina Carano's figure in that, but let's just say I liked it. But anyway, so where do we go from here? Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe.
Still don't know a thing about it.
So I had an opportunity to sit down and watch the documentary of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which was really awesome. Because I unfortunately missed the whole excitement of He-Man, because when I was growing up, what I got to experience on Saturday morning cartoons was Ninja Turtles, Pokemon, and Digimon.
I love Digimon.
So those were my Saturday morning cartoons. I never got to see He-Man because it was They had several different running series, but like the main series was back in like the 80s. It was like 82 to like 85 or something like that was the original series.
Yeah.
And the reason that they created the series was because they had a toy line that was doing really well, that had like the most story that they had with it was basically these little tiny comic books that came with the figures and the different like battle weapons and battle vehicles and like the different like Castle Grayskull and stuff like that.
Right.
So they basically got together and they just like, okay, well, our toy line's doing pretty good, but we can do better. So let's make a series around all these characters. And so when they started to make these series, they started making new characters, introduction of like She-Ra and Tila and all these other, you know, secondary characters. And they actually gave like these figures life. And so they became characters in a Saturday morning cartoon, which I thought was really interesting. I don't know if there's too many series or like movies that have gone from, well, like one thing to basically another like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Were they like, did they make those figures to like prep for the story?
No, not at
like,
all. There was zero story. They just were like, okay, we basically want to do something like Barbie, but for boys. And so they're like, okay. And so like they took like different moldings of like these different action figures, male action figures, and they basically beefed them up and gave them unrealistic like muscle bodies, and they just like kicked it out with like, and they basically did it like on like the most budget. Like they were like struggling to like make sure the coloring is right from like one figure to the next and like all this stuff, and they just put it out there and it was just like an instant hit. And so they did that for a while until they went like, we could probably sell more of these and do even more and like have more characters and more vehicles, and they just basically came up with the idea of, let's make a Saturday morning cartoon. And so they basically was He-Man, and then they did He-Man and She-Ra like back to back. And so they had basically two different series back to back.
Gotcha.
And they just basically, we want to make new toys. So this next season, we're going to have all new characters in it, and they all have their own toy. And that was their whole idea. It's like basically a cartoon to sell toys. That was their whole concept.
I mean, if it works.
And it became a cultural phenomenon. And I didn't realize this. I missed out on it. I was born during the time that it was actually airing.
Really?
We're about 37 minutes in. We're about 35 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so we got a few more minutes. You don't need to leave early, do you? We can do a 40, 50-minute pre-record then?
Yeah.
I know we didn't discuss this beforehand.
No, it's all good. Yeah. I mean, as long as I'm...
It's like, rough work. Just get on the podcast. Let's go. Look at the microphones. Turn on the computer. Let's do this.
Yeah. I mean, I probably should leave by like 9, so... I guess, yeah. Well, leave by like 9:15ish. So.
Okay, so then we should probably wrap this one up and start the next one.
Sounds like it, folks. Thanks for listening to our Star Wars talk. Find out next week on Masters of the Universe.
Thank you guys so much for watching the periodic review. If you haven't already, definitely give us a like, a comment, a follow. Ring that dang bell. Make sure you know when we go live.
Ding, ding, ding.
Every Thursday. May change in the future, but for right now, every Thursday between 7 and 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So let's be better humans today than we were yesterday, and you all have a wonderful evening. Crap.